this is my interaction 2 for TE 150 section 004 with June Westdale. So let me first start off by saying that with this second interaction, I thought it'd be really cool to do something that is kind of like a current event that I think relates back to my culture, the whole idea of being like the cultural host or whatever. Let me first also start by saying that I really struggled to find something and think of something that I could take Nick, who is my subject, who's from Cuba, something that would really show my culture. And I really struggled with this because I didn't really know like how to show my culture. How do you show like, you know, I'm black and white, I come from Lansing, like how do you, I don't know, you have to dig in a little bit, and that's what I did. I'm sure everybody knows about the election results from last week's presidential election. I'm a very liberal person. I grew up a very liberal person. That's how my parents raised me. They didn't raise me to be a liberal or a Democrat. They kind of just raised me to like think how I wanted to think, and with that being said, I chose to be a liberal person. And I mean, you can imagine my disappointment in the results that came from the election last week. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take Nick to a rally. The rally at the Rock, which was last Thursday, it was a rally not just against the presidential election and the results, but it was also just against like just hate, sexism, racism, bigotry, all these like horrible things that happen not just at like on Michigan State's campus, but like the whole entire world in the United States of America. I thought it'd be really cool to take somebody who is from a conservative country, a country where being different is not really something that's acceptable. When over here, you can be trans, you can be black, you can be white, you can be Latina, you can be all of these things, and this was a time for everybody to come together and just rally against all these things that have been said about our groups of minority people. And I don't know, I personally enjoyed it so much. It was really an amazing time for me. But to bring somebody like Nick along so that he could see how it is to be in an environment like this, even though he grew up here, I think taking him to this really allowed for him to see my culture, and my culture is being a free spirit and being accepting other people for who they are. So our thoughts were, I mean, of course, I talked to him afterwards. He really enjoyed it. He actually calls himself like a democratic socialist. So even though he does come from Cuba, which is not necessarily like what we would think of as like a socialist country, he actually identifies as being kind of like a socialist kind of person. My adjustments of my behavior, I didn't really try to adjust my behavior. I tried to be as open as possible and show him like how I am in an environment like this. And I think he really respected that. I didn't want to try to act fake and try to like tidy myself up like I'm this. No, I let it all out, you know, like just with a chant when we were marching, and just hearing other people out. I think that being an open person and not trying to cover how you actually are allows for them to really see how you accept your culture. With small insights to culture, like I said, the openness and the accepting of other people, I think is a big thing for me and where I grew up. So I think that's why I really wanted to instill that in him, that like here we really accept people and not everybody's like that, but that's how I am. I wasn't really concerned about anything. I didn't want him to think that I was trying too hard, but I think something like this was something that, yes, he couldn't have gone, yes, he could have gone. The way he would have received it could have been completely different from me, but he actually really enjoyed it. It was a great environment. We had an amazing time. I feel like I'm making a difference in the world, and I think it was great to have somebody witness me feeling that way, but also to see his reaction to the whole thing. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It's not necessarily part of my culture, but it's to be accepted by other people and to hear other people out and be like the free spirit that I am. I thought it was a great environment to do that. So I had a great time, and it was really, really cool having somebody who I didn't necessarily actually like in high school kind of bring him along and let him see how I am a little bit deeper. I'm looking forward to actually going into the extra credit and seeing what he might think is a part of his culture and have me experience that. So I'm really excited. I had a great time. Not exactly happy with the results of the election, but it was really cool to be a part of the rally here at Michigan State, and I look forward to being more involved with Michigan State in that sense, but also showing my culture to other people, not just Nick, but other people.